Thanks everybody for being here. Bullet Brawl Friday. Going to be a day of playing premium members and subscribers today. So I won't be playing an hour match against some other random title player while I lose my dignity and my rating points. So we're going to jump right in. The challenges are already in full swing. See everybody here, although a lot of you guys are forgetting that the Bullet Brawl is for bullet chess. But like I said, today's going to be premium members and Twitch subscribers. So if you're not a premium member, be a Twitch subscriber and let me know your username. I will monitor the chat as we go. Komodo is not a premium member, VSim. Although, actually, yeah, he is, I guess. Komodo is, well, you know, it's complicated. That's our relationship status on Facebook. It's complicated. Here we go. We got people in the chat here saying, hey, thanks. Yep, viewership drop. There you go. It's what happens when you lose him on Hamilton. Sexiest man on Chess TV, you know. All right, let's do this thing. Let's have some fun, though. Bullet Brawl commences, and we shall play members as they line up. And even do some analysis afterwards to get some games going. All right, E5 and Knight C6. It's a little strange. A little strange, maybe just as strange as my approach now. We'll see. We shall see. All right, maybe we'll be able to drop some sort of checkmate on F6, right? It's always fun. Find some way to drop mate even when it's not Bughouse, right? That doesn't make any sense, but okay. All right. Pre-move and own the light squares. That's what I'm about. We're going to try to bring a knight into F5, as you should in this structure. That time I said what I was going to do instead of moving the piece. Let's do this thing. Let's get it going. Bullet Brawl, free for all. Bring the knight to F5. Come one, come all. How many rhymes can we get? Rekharovka. What I really want is something nasty, though. I want something nasty. I want to take after Amon and checkmate only with minor pieces. That's what I want to do. I can't have his facial hair. So what I can have is his checkmate attacks. Oop, I'm about to mate myself, huh? Mating myself would be fun and a great way to start things today. All right. If you say so, I will continue. All right. We're going to try to go get a little mating attack here. Oh, pre-moved. Pre-move because it's about to be a loss on time anyway for my opponent, unfortunately. And we'll back up real quick. So I don't know if you're just messing around, Dylan, or what your deal is with Knight C6. Clearly that was less than ideal, but okay. Understood that sometimes that happens in life. Less than ideal chess. Been there, right? I live there. Been there, lived there. All right. Let's see here. So obviously the opening, I mean, this is probably I should just take in these positions, right? I mean, if you just capture and then even get really aggressive, there's no reason white isn't just dominating here. So, you know, perhaps that was the simplest thing to do. This position, now that it becomes closed, is actually not that bad for black if he can play D6 and sort of fix the pawn structure. You know, play something like G6 and play the position in a way that develops for F5, right? So that would have been fine. I think that probably this is not an opening you play every day, so I'm not going to sit here and over-talk about it because then I'll just be wasting my breath and you'll be like, Danny, I don't play that opening anyway. Hashtag deal with it, right? And Knight F6, Bishop G5, B6. Okay, so even here, if he plays Knight to G6 instead of B6, the position is still fine. and probably he can play h6, and it's actually kind of irritating because the knight guards the bishops here. So if you're going to play knight g6 and d6, you're still okay. So even if it's not an opening you don't play regularly, you know, starting off on that kind of footing is just bad, and capturing on d5, now we've got like a broken Sveshnikov. A broken Sveshnikov, not even a bad Sveshnikov, a broken Sveshnikov with weak squares everywhere. So, okay, this was less than ideal. Not your best work, Dylan, if I had to guess. And Spart SJS said he came for Uncle Sasha. Uncle Sasha's not here yet. I don't know where Uncle Sasha is. He's out to lunch. I need to get one of those fancy out to lunch banners for Uncle Sasha like Hikaru Nakamura has. All right, so we're going to deny the any challenges higher than 1 minute. But, okay, the challenges are in. Pretty nice. We can see the order in which they are, but today we are playing premium members and subscribers today. That's the show today. Sorry about that, but not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Actually, let's see what we can get here. Now we got a Sicilian and accelerated dragon. Fun stuff. Combative hunter, not today, buddy. Not today, man. Today is a premium members only or subscribers to Twitch Bullet Brawl. That is what today is on the Bullet Brawl Friday. It might become a regular thing, actually. We got so many shows that are available all the time, and I'm trying to find ways to make the Bullet Brawl a little more special, and that's one way that we can do that. So, okay. Today is a premium members or subscribers only day. All right, h4, h5. That's a little strange, huh? I want to, you know what I want. You know what I want. You know what I want. Oh, you know I want it. Can I do it? I can't do it. I can't do it. Ah! You know what I want. All right, I'm going to do it this way. Because now this is breaking all of my rules in Bullet Chess to do this. That you go for some sort of cheapo. But when I see this mating net coming, right? I see the queen on the diagonal, and I recognize the chance to go for it. I had to do it, even though it was not ideal as far as the approach to the position. That's the truth. This is the truth. Duh. Okay. Okay, am I going to get mated over here? I don't even know. I doubt it. I doubt I'm going to get mated. I shall be the one doing the mating. We need to get that bell ringing. Let's get that bell ringing. But how? How now, brown cow? How do I get that bell ringing? There we go. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. Whatever happened to awkward boy bands, right? This is how we do it. All right, good game. Good game. Michael Lee. There it is. There it is. I can't read on the Bullet Brawl. Michael Lee, 5353. What's up? Thank you for playing, buddy. And, okay. So we've got a Sicilian with g6. You take on c6 early. I don't know if this is your jam or if this is just something that, you know, hits you in a moment of inspiration. But no judgments, right? I mean, but knight takes c6 is just unnecessary. I mean, normally you want to play the main lines. Obviously, you can play Maroczy bind. You can play knight c3. Knight takes c3, if and when it's played, is usually followed up by queen to d4 as kind of the one idea that would maybe try to justify this capture is to expose the rook on the diagonal and then play e5. And, okay, these positions are also just fine for black. In fact, even after e6, there's f6, and if you continue to take things, this is usually a little bit microscopically better for black. So it's kind of a tricky line that's based on just that tricks. But okay, otherwise taking on c6 just kind of helps black center, right? You bring a pawn into d5, and now I'm gonna come with a party on the b file. Certainly, you don't have to give up the pawn. You could play b3, but you know this is not an ideal Sicilian because when you take on c6, sorry, you bring more pawns into the center, and that's when the big center happens, right? Probably I could have just played d5 and been better after b3. Pretty happy position for black. Although I have to admit, we have to go and look at what you did because you kind of, I respect the craziness here. You went with the F4 move and then H4, right? Because why not? H5. I actually don't know that what I did was best. Maybe there was other ways to try to be more aggressive with the rook here, something like Queen A5 and threaten Queen takes C3 and Bob's your uncle on E2. But once I got the diagonal, I just couldn't help myself. When I think about you, I checkmate myself. You know what I'm saying, right? And when I think about this position, I can't help myself. I have to go for the H file. You walked out of it, though. You were prepared, Michael Lee, 5353. Did you know that the numbers after your name rhyme with your last name? I'm not sure if you're aware of that. If you weren't, you are now, right? I look for rhymes all the time. I'm out of water, yo. That's wretched. Out of water. For somebody who talks as much as I do, that's never a well-planned idea. It is possible to pay via PayPal on chess.com, so that's just completely false. So if you have trouble with that, if you want to subscribe to the Twitch channel to get a game today, do it right now. Subham777. Just subscribe. Okay, this isn't a normal thing, and this is not something we're trying to do to drive membership. I'm just trying to bring value, and the truth is our premium members, you are the best. You support our site and everything that we do, and we love you the most, and this is maybe the least we could do sometimes is have something like this, in addition to whatever else. I don't even know that you get what you get for a premium membership these days on chess.com. Just kidding. Anyway, but that's just not true. You can pay with PayPal, buddy. Not a thing. So anyway, bishop to e3, queen takes c3, and then I'm just up a piece and game's over. All right, so we got more games. We got a lot of people waiting here. We got Nima Naash, sorry buddy, gonna have to deny that one. We got some multiple premium. Let's play this guy here. Let's get a little expert game here. Packers Pack 1, Diamond member. Thanks for being here, Holmes. Packers Pack 1. Is he a Packers fan, or is he packing fish? What's going on? Who knows? All right, we're going to play a dragon. A dragon. I wish I had an accent. I wish I didn't sound like the dumb American that I am. I wish I had one of those really, kind of sarcastically condescending Canadian accents. You know what I'm talking about? LOL. Yeah, Amon left me the best intro. That was almost too pro, right? That was almost too pro of the chess bra. That was pretty funny. They like to bring their suit and tie A game to the chess TV shows so they can let it all hang out on their chess bra shows. I love it. Loves me the bras. What was that hat that Amon had going on today, right? Anybody comment on that during the show? If you guys didn't, that's just shame on you. All right, well, this dragon's falling apart. Big reason is he allowed d5 and then, didn't really know the theory. So things got worse after that. But okay, we got to try to find a way to take care of business. I'm going to drive the B pawn, open the B file, and that's when the mating net will be on. Actually, I'm losing the knight back. I got my own knight trapped, but he didn't go for it. I don't know why he didn't just take it. That seems like a poor decision. The anti-Sam Adams, as we call that. Not a good decision. We'll see which pawn he takes with check. Picking his poison. Although you should know you never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line. And that's exactly what this is. Sicilian dragon. You never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line. I missed that. I missed the Princess Bride. Missed that. So let's back that thing up, Hacker. So, I mean, you played a dragon, which was fine, but if you're going to allow d5 with the 9 castles long variations, okay, if you want to play bishop c4, play bishop c4 and go to Prevention Town, right? Only you can prevent d5. That's what Smokey the Bear said. I don't know that he ever talked about forest fires. He said, only you can prevent 9d5 in a Dragon Sicilian. And I was like, thank you for that really oddly specific chess reference, Smokey the Bear. The thing is, if you're going to allow d5, there's the main line is you have to capture and capture on c6 first. This is critical. Now, okay, by the way, you don't have to capture. After d5, there are other moves, including king to b1, once played by Magnus Carlsen. Queen to e1 is a move. I think even No, not here. No, not g4. But okay, so there are some sidelines, but queen e1 and king b1 are not as popular as just taking on d5. And now if you take c6, you have a couple options, right? You can take everything on d5, and this is the real risk it to biscuit kind of line. I don't even recommend this line in long time controls where white has the time to deal with all the threats and calculate his way through the murky woods. So this variation isn't really played anymore. What is played is bishop to d4. Bishop to d4 makes the most positional sense, and part of the reason is that white's approach has shifted once you've allowed d5 to sort of trying to be a positional one. You want to strangle the dark squares. You want this weakness to be in view for the rest of the game. You know, and if, you know, there's different lines like this, and bishop e3, and as the position sort of simplifies its way out, you know, white has a goal of kind of playing some accurate defensive moves and positionally being better in the long term. So this is what you got to do if you're going to play this d5 dragon. You can't take on d5 twice, and now, you know, you bring the queen into the fray, correctly then realizing, okay, a2 is a problem, and you played knight to b3, but even the endgames favor black because the open lines toward the queen side and the king sitting there, and, you know, the minority that black has in a Sicilian is useful for an attack. This is a majority, right? But a majority is useful when you're able to expand it and create passers and kind of numbers. You know, you win by numbers, power in numbers, but that's not going to happen in a Sicilian like this where, you know, all of black's moves are so natural. And so that's going to be my quick summary in that game because you're more of an advanced player. I think that's good enough for you. Don't need to dive in. That's what this is today. You guys feel the personal love and attention of this bullet brawl today? You know what is personal and love and attention? Do I want... You know, I'm just going to let you guys be for a sec and go grab some water. You guys are cool with that, right? Right? You guys aren't cool with that, but I'm my show, and I'm going to do it anyway. And so, Danny, just go get some water, because we know you've been talking a lot this week. Oh, we have mercy on you. Oh, no, you don't. You guys don't have mercy on anybody, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, here we go. We need Uncle Sasha. Just that, comrades. Welcome to my show. This is me, Uncle Sasha. Uncle Sasha's become a hit, huh? It was basically an accident, but you know, Uncle Sasha can kind of get offensive at times, though. You know, so sometimes we have to keep him in check. G-Doc, don't leave and get water and never come back. How awesome would that be? I think that's how I'm going to retire from Chess TV. One day when I'm done and, you know, everybody hates me more than they already do, I'm just going to be like, hey guys, I'm going to go get some water. We're going to keep the Chess TV show going, and it's just going to run. And I'm never going to come back. Eventually it's going to hit the hour mark of the show and it'll go offline and the next show will come up and no one will ever talk about it again, right? They say you die twice. At least that's what, what's his name says, right? That guy who raps. This American guy who raps about the stuff and the money and all the stuff he doesn't have. That guy. You know, this guy. All right, we have 700 players to play. Here. Welcome, Chess.Comrade, premium member, and from Russia. Is this guy from Russia, or do I not know my flags? I am from Russia, you think I know, but actually my mother was Ukrainian, which was very confusing for me as a child. All right, we played this guy here. Okay, now we take this guy. He have nothing, and we go. Oh, it's Netherlands. I knew that one. I was testing you. You Chess.Comrades. You passed my test. Very good. Way to go. You Chess.Comrades. Castle, Rekhorovka. Can I get a Rekhorovka? Can I bring my queen in? Feels like the bullet brawl is running through ya. Alright, we play this one. We don't sing this terrible American country music. This lady who sings about her church in her car, it's very strange to me in Russia because I do not have a church in my car. The only thing I have in my car is anxiety. Okay, there must be some sort of checkmate here. Нет? Нет? Нет. На. Да. Шахмат. Да. Нет. Okay, we play this way. He should likely do something different, but he doesn't. I will pre-move a couple moves just for those kicks and the gigs. The kicks and the gigs, and then I bring this guy. Where's that guy? Why no pre-move was played there? Ah, that was bad idea. I am pre-moving everything out and beat this guy on time. Seems like he has not good connection. Poor guy. Okay, what we have here? All right, seriously, so you play a Scotch. This is Morky, Diamond member. Thanks for being here. No one really knows who's stronger between Uncle Sasha and Danny. Maybe they should have a match. Uncle Sasha and Danny. Danny, there's boundaries, and then there's, lines that, shouldn't be crossed, and you don't want to cross those schizophrenic boundaries. All right. Well, the thing about, okay, so you play knight f6, and there's nothing better than what I did. Likely, just take. Yeah, I mean, just take, and knight takes e4. And maybe here there's something more accurate than bishop c4. But usually if you try to do something like even more aggressive, it doesn't always work out. And so play some natural developing moves and let that knight be kind of awkward. Here, of course, I could have gone for bishop takes f7 check, and we'll illustrate it here if no other reason, because it's instructive if you don't know that common tactic, something to be aware of. And after the king takes, you have queen to d5 and pick up the pony. The thing is, though, in this position, I wonder, was queen d5 right away even stronger, because it actually just forks the knight and the f7 pawn. Looks like it was. Yeah, so I guess bishop to c4 was strong, and I just didn't follow it up with the most aggressive intention possible. I think Uncle Sasha was playing that game, actually. So Uncle Sasha didn't have his best game there. So bishop c4 is a nice idea when your opponent is running out pieces before emphasizing the kingside safety. Just all kinds of common e4 pawn opening tactics here that I just didn't go for. Queen to d5 works. Bishop takes f7 works, and unfortunately that was not to be. If he had taken with the king, I would have gobbled there. He takes with the knight, so I win the pawn back. And again, this should be something where you think I'm getting some sort of massive advantage out of the opening, but it turns out I'm not. Okay, after giving the check, why didn't I just take the rook? I literally was not even in my body this game. Uncle Sasha was there, right? I don't even know. I feels like I'm reviewing somebody else's life here. That's how this feels. So, okay. Well, this was just not ideal, but for you, Mr. Morky, with a 0 instead of an O. By the way, how do you really tell the difference between a 0 and a capital O? Like, visually, when you're reading it. They're shaped differently, right? Yeah, they are shaped differently. See, I've always wondered that. That is the dumbest thing to talk about in the world, but I've always wondered that. All right. Okay, so let's play another one here. We got a lot of premium members waiting. I'm probably gonna have to bust out a simul here because we got so many going on. Let's take on this guy, another guy north of the 2,000 barrier. Should be funsies. For funsies. Wait, no, red deer's not here. Bueller, red deer. Okay, we'll see. All right, so now, do we play Benko? Nah, let's play a Benoni. I think Red Deer is actually trying to remember his theory here, or he's just like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's playing really kind of slowly. Okay. All right, now we get to trade off that knight. I'm probably blundering out of the opening in this one. I think he had e5, but I don't remember. I've already blocked it out. Let's put the rook on e8. Yeah, why not? It's a structure that never feels good for black, that being the Benoni. But it's also a position that, you know, has a lot more dynamic potential, especially when white is not really in the most concrete lines, you know, the lines that really cause the Benoni problems. So, although he's playing well here, that's the truth. And I'm gonna solidify this. You wait for this e5 move, right? That's gonna be, it's the make or breakthrough. Look at that, I just invented that term, make or breakthrough. It's a make or breakthrough in chess, a make or breakthrough because it's a pawn breakthrough. I don't know if again, we've talked about these ideas, you know, Danny's ideas are like the ideas on the fridge, like, you're my best friend, and we had a great time last night, and I love your ideas, because we have something going on in our system that we're not going to talk about. That's my ideas, but I think make or breakthrough is a pretty good idea. Okay, you guys will be the judge, as usual. That's what internet chat rooms are for, to give everybody the right to be the ultimate judge in another person's value and existence. That's why they were invented. And you should never hold back giving your judgments freely in an internet chat room. Under anonymity, usually. That's usually the best way to do it. Oh, wow, I'm going to lose on time. Right, there. We play this guy. Where he goes. Okay, we give this check, and we bring the rook here. There. We get a hallelujah. And there, we get a checkmate here. I am winning on time now. I was not paying attention at all to this guy. Okay. All right, we back this thing up, like that guy, that rapper who talks about backing it up. You know, that guy. Yeah, I hear you Americans listen to such trash. All right, now, in this position, да, e5, it is problem. Да, slongy sims, ошибка, d6. This is move, of course. Okay, so if he plays e5, I am completely lost. And this is actually not even a bunch of that stuff you say. That guy, Danny Rensch, what does he have? He has that master's in BS. That guy, Danny Rensch, he has a PhD in BS, right? That guy never says anything good. That guy. That guy would say this is totally lost. It is not even the master's in BS, because Benoni has real problems. Lack of development. Duh. And this become position that is absolutely a nightmare, this type of stuff. And black is just completely crushed. Duh. Okay. So, you do not want to miss this opportunity, Mr. Red Deer. There you go. Seen Toxie Day. He wants me to please stop. But he did not say spasiba. Did not say thank you. You'll make a donation if I stop? No, I'm kidding. I am not stopping for you. I am here. I'm Uncle Sasha. Duh. Okay. No, but seriously, e5 is coming, and this is a problem. So bishop g7 is not what you want. Red Deer, you're watching the show, so you're engaging. That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So, but even after okay, what happened in the game again? No, you played f4, typical Benoni. Even here, you can play e5 in some of these positions, but here it's no longer so crushing, right? I don't even remember the Benoni theory here, but there's so many lines that are just like nasty for black. One thing I will say is you should spend some time learning the early opportunities to get e5. So Red Deer, if we're turning this into an educational bullet brawl, as that's what we've committed to, playing games with members and then giving you advice, that's my advice. You need to know when these lines are winning or not. I mean, we can't spend a ton of time on it here because there are opportunities early and often. And to go with that sort of overall learn your Benoni advice, Often when black can go out of his way to get rid of the knight for the bishop, that's usually an advantageous trade for black, because this bishop is often struggling to find purpose in life, whereas this knight is a key piece in terms of punching that e5, you know, the breakthrough, as we talked about, right? So this is kind of becomes a little bit of a comfortable Benoni. I play b5. Obviously, I'm overwhelming the pieces here. If you take everything, then in the end I get e4. I don't know that the position was that great for me after that. I actually really like b4. I think that was a solid idea. I think that was a solid move. Despite the fact that you still can't get e5 in a lot of these positions because I take, and then that opens the queen, everybody, so that the d5 pawn hangs. So, okay, I mean, despite that, I think your position is better now after you got b4. And the big issue here was you actually traded queens. I wonder if you had taken with the knight.
There, can you trap my fears? No, okay, you cannot actually. Okay.
So, so I guess it is not an ideal Benoni from the perspective that you've really got your pieces where you're just not going to be able to manufacture e5. Makes me think maybe you can, instead of, no, I guess rook d1 is okay. I don't know what else to recommend here. I think the position is, black is doing okay, but certainly if you just sit on the position, I don't exactly know what my next moves are as black. I mean, I want to like manufacture some sort of more breakthroughs or something. So I think that, you know, this kind of gave me this little sort of weird shot. But if you had just played bishop b1, do I even have that big of a follow-up? Maybe I do. Maybe I can play knight b6 and knight a4. Okay. Maybe this whole idea of infiltrating on the queen side with the passed c-pawn is actually better than I thought it was. But interesting stuff. I think the main thing is earlier you had e5, and make sure you learn your bishop g4, takes for f3 stuff. And I agree you shouldn't have traded queens. You're welcome, Red Deer. Thanks for being involved in the chat. Thanks for watching, home. Thanks for being a premium member. All right, who do we got next? Our next premium member up is Restraint. I want to get myself a little bit of a bullet simul here.
I'm feeling this guy, this Danny guy who has the PhD and the BS. This guy. I like that guy sometimes. We play this way. Okay. We play this guy. And we play this guy. Okay. For first time ever, we have the bullet simul going here. Aha. We move pieces already. Okay. We have craziness going. Bullet simul time.
Strange. We almost had a similar structure on each board. Kind of funny.
Okay.
I'm not so thrilled with this. We'll play here and we'll Rekarovka. Pre-moves are at a premium in a bullet brawl where you don't have a ton of time. So we'll go for the pawn and we'll pre-move that. Okay. Oh, I have plenty of time in this one because I have 1 second increment, so that's actually incredibly useful. Do I have 1 second increment in both these games? No, not this one. No 1 second increment in this game. Okay, but I've got a big center, opened up things properly. I actually don't think I played terrible chess in either of these games here. Okay, we'll simplify. Okay, we shall be free. We shall simplify it out. Gets his knight trap. He gets his check, though, right? As they say. See a check, play a check, because always check, it might be mate. Just kidding. Worst advice, non-advice. Sorry, not sorry you were ever given. All right. Well, here we're going to continue to be aggressive. Bring in the pieces, and all right. Ooh, a queenie poo. We shall take it. That knight never got out, though. Kind of funny. I just realized Amadak is not even a premium member, even though I said today was only a premium member day. So he wiggled his way in there. Good for him. Which is totally cool. Amadak is also a long. You're a. See your username a lot in the chats. You are a loyal just that comrade. All right. So you played this. So I played an open Sicilian, and you didn't want to go for that. There's nothing wrong with d5 in the sense you transpose into like one of these kind of weird French positions. Probably I don't have to take on c5 immediately, but you know, in this sense, I'm just playing immediately for the isolated queen pawn and being as aggressive as I can to just take advantage of that. All of my moves then kind of like I know what I'm doing. Develop, give this check and castle, and Okay, from the perspective that normally in an IQP position, you want to be the one ahead in development. You want to be the one with an attack. That's how you justify what is an obvious positional weakness. This is just a terrible opening. From that perspective, this is simply a terrible opening. And, you're losing material pretty quickly. Even if you take with the queen there, I have 95 and all kinds of stuff. So, all right, bullet simul notwithstanding the fact that this position became a little trickier to win than it would normally be, you're already down a pawn. So if this e4, if this c5 opening is something you play normally with d5, might be time to check that old repertoire, because this is just a slightly worse opening. Then we had, who we got here? Praktirat. All right. Praktirat had an a3 Sicilian. Black plays d5 commonly in these lines, trying to say, you give me a chance to be the one with the more control over the center. I'm not going to have to be asked twice. And even after the tempo, what you've got here is full control over d4. So that's kind of the whole idea. You sacrifice losing the queen with the tempo, right? John Bartholomew's proud, hashtag Team Scandi. And you continue the opening as normal, develop your pieces. Nothing wrong with that. The queen trade, again, is fine. And the position is basically just equal if black just brings the knight back to c3. As soon as he played knight c7 check, falling in love with the idea of giving that check, right? I mean, maybe he anticipated king f8, but as soon as you play king here, I mean, that knight's days are numbered. So don't see a check, play a check, as they say. Okay, what do we got here? We got so many challenges that we have broken the visual presentation of the challenge. That's actually pretty awesome. It's probably because I've got these two games going here, actually. So I'll take a quick screenshot of this. Probably because I got these games going here. We'll send this over to a team member. Booyah, let's continue. Restraint. Time to show some restraint. LOL. Not really. All right, e4. Let's get a Sicilian. Let's open that baby up. And do it. Okay, a rouser, my favorito. Ooh. Not so typical rouser anymore. Strange rouser, meaning positionally bad for black. And I will try to focus in on those weaknesses. I can play... All right, I'll just go to the endgame. Probably knight to d5 was maybe better before bishop c4, but not super worried about it, because still kind of a positional nightmare here for black, I think. Maybe not. All right, I'd love to get something more nasty than what I have, but apparently I don't have anything more nasty than what I have. Just take what you have and be grateful, young man. Take what you have and be grateful, young man. Surprising. We will go for a mating net on the light squares. Bring the rook check. Perhaps the mate happens on b7. Perhaps the mate happens on b7. I should be a little more accurate than just going for a one-move threat. That's probably a good idea. All right, well, no mate. Instead, we took the pawns that we were given. Love that pre-move action. Look at this guy. This is awesome. This guy is pre-moving his little heart out. That was awesome. That was a pre-move show right there. You just gave to the fans. Okay. All right. Okay, but we had a Sicilian, a rouser. I don't know that H6 is a sideline, right? I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's certainly not the most traditional. I mean, you want to play E6 because you don't want to have to take on back on F6 with the pawn, at least not right away. There are a lot of positions in the rouser where you actually do reach that structure, but E6, of course, is much more common, and I think a big part of the reason for that is that after H6 takes, you can't take with the E pawn. Obviously, that's just isolating the D6 pawn. And after G takes, I think in a lot of these positions, you end up with problems on the light squares. And maybe I should have just played bishop to C4 and been a little more direct. One of the things is that in this position, there's actually sometimes threats of queen H5. If a piece lands on H5, it can be a real problem for black. In this sort of structure where you've got, so many problems here, and then all of a sudden you just can't get out of the bind. So that's just not ideal. I mean, you want to play E6. Obviously, you want to play Danny, let's go again. I beat you last time. All right, Magnuts. I'm going to take you down right now. All right, Magnuts. Let's do it. I'm going to get rid of these other games. And where's Magnuts? I should probably beat Magnuts enough times to send him... After he hasn't shut up about flagging me down a queen and a rook or whatever he was when I was playing a bullet simul. A bullet simul. If there's, that's it, Magnets. That's it. Let's do this thing. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Magnets? I don't even know where you are, Magnets. All right, let's take on, we'll take on Miso Walker right here. We got a diamond member. That's a fun one. Let's do this thing. I missed him? I didn't miss him. He left. Magnets is a big trash talker, that guy. There's only one thing Magnets likes better than trash talking, and that's flagging people in bullet simuls. I love that guy, though, seriously. All fun and games. All right, so we have a London system against a double fee and kettle structure where I am generally happy with my chances. Feels like a tough position for the London to kind of squeeze out in normal London fashion. Not the most squeezable London that's ever existed for white. That sounds weird, squeezable London. That sounds like some sort of like Hugh Grant, film gone wrong. Squeezable London, right? Hugh Grant. All right, well, how do we want to do this? I don't even know. I don't really want to open up that bishop on h2. Why take anything, right? Let's sit tight here for a second and see if we can manufacture some sort of attack on the light squares. Because we got e4 coming. All right, I thought he might go for this, but now I'm going to bring the bishop in, perform a little potential surgery. I don't know. But he blunders at f3, which makes life easier. Life becomes easy breezy, beautiful cover girl when they blunder the f3 pawn. I actually wanted him to take that pawn. I wanted him to take that pawn. We get f3, and the mate is on. First bell ringer of the day. Where's that bell? Where's that bell? Thank you. Come again. All right, but seriously, Miso Walker, awesome. We love this guy. Okay, so I think that in this London, this is fine, but is it really right to play bishop e2 rather than d3? I think that most of your problems ended up coming because of your lack of control over the light squares. I think bishop e2 was just played sort of quickly by you, likely confusing the lines where you have the, likely confusing lines like this, where if you're transposing into one of those bishop f4 king's Indians, you play bishop e2 in these lines, right? It makes sense that that would be what you confuse, because playing bishop e2 quickly here is just a less than ideal London. And the bishop on e2 is not just not as good as bishop on d3, but it also takes away the square for the queen, right? That's where she belongs. So we get this position here, and the best move is probably bishop d3, followed by queen e2 and e4 and the typical sort of London structure. So significant tempo being lost if you play bishop d3. I might even have some of those tactics where the bishop is undefended. Sometimes there's weird things like this, right? Where like takes, and if you take with the knight, then you just straight up lose a piece. If you take with the bishop, I take and you take, and if I can possibly do it. And there's weird lines like this. I don't know. Maybe you're okay here, but maybe you are okay here. Yeah. Important to be aware of shots whenever the bishop is vulnerable on d3, of the d file quickly clearing and suddenly tactics happen, as they say. Why hasn't anybody made a shirt like that, right? We all know that, S happens, right? Tactics happen too, right? Tactics happen. When your pieces are undefended, hashtag tactics happen. We could do like a whole run of shirts, right? When your king is unsafe, back of the shirt, hashtag tactics happen. $1 million idea. There you go. Free for anybody to take on the Bullet Brawl. There you go. Hashtag tactics happen, and that's what happens when your pieces are undefended. But okay, black has an advantage here based on white having just sort of a passive London. Eventually, I just realized I need to fill that e4 square like yesterday. And still, this isn't bad for white, but it's certainly far from an ideal London, right? The knights have been traded. Black has expanded appropriately, and I'm probably the one who's getting more attacking chances. So bishop f3 certainly wasn't good. It doubled the pawns, but even if you play bishop f1, I mean, I could have considered taking on d4 even in the other line, but maybe now I do it. Maybe I also ignore it and just play queen g5. It's a very easy position for black. So the big mistake was just clearly bishop d3, and that is what happens. Danny, let's play. All right, here we go, Magnets. Here we go. Let's challenge you. Magnets Carlson to some 1-minute chess. Here you go, buddy. Just name the square you want me to checkmate you on. All right, Magnets? Let's do it. All right, Magnets. Magnets. Let's go, Magnets. Let's go, Magnets. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Feels like the Holy Ghost is running through you when you play the high. I don't know why I got that song in my head. My little sister, she listens to country, and then I listen to country, and then it all goes downhill from there. Everything goes crazy. We bring this guy here. Da. Pony, con, G4. Okay, Magnets. Okay, Magnets. It's time for you to go nuts. Okay, you have successfully defended the first round of checkmate threats. Okay, I don't want to trade queens with you. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Feels like the Holy Ghost will run through you. I know what you're thinking. Wow, Danny, oh my gosh, did that just happen? Right? LOL. LOL, Magnets. What a swell guy. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore in this lifetime. Magnuts Carlson. Chess guy 1012 check. Mike check 1212. Mike check. Chess guy 1012. Let's play that guy. Chess guy 1012. Mike check. All right, what do we got here? I don't even know. This is the stage of the bullet brawl where we've crossed the line in terms of providing education, trying to play as many human beings as I possibly can in the next few minutes before I got to B-ounce. Where do you have to B-ounce to, Danny? Got to go pick up my kid. What's going on with your kid later today, Danny? Oh, he's got baseball practice. Oh, what kind of baseball team is he on, Danny? He's on a club baseball team. They travel. That doesn't mean they're necessarily very good, so don't freak out or anything. But they, they're good kids. He really likes baseball. Thanks for asking. Thanks for showing interest, caring about my family. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. Oh, you guys are so great. I love all of you guys on this bullet brawl. You guys have always been so good to me. Just like baseball was to Sammy Sosa. Very, very good to me. You guys have always been Barry Barry. You guys are Barry Barry kinds of peeps. I don't even know what you're doing anymore. Chess guy 1012 check. Mike check. Baseball been very, very good to me. Very, very good to me. Very, very good to me. Chess been very, very good to me. I'll tell you that. Chess has been very good to me. The game owes me nothing. I'll tell you that. I owe the game. I literally play chess and run a chess website for a living. Sometimes it's like, what? Lucky. Pegs? Spokes? Lucky. I want to mate you. I want to mate you like it's going out of style. But I actually don't know if I see exactly how to do that. So this is problem. Okay. We have one of those little problems where we are not able to checkmate you the way we fantasized about. And I do fantasize about many, many checkmates. Okay. We are mating you now. Now we finally get that one. Okay. He resigns before the bell gets rung. No! He likes his bell. You're welcome. Thank you. Come again. Like that guy on that show, the Apu guy. Okay, we have many, many more. Let's play a couple of bullet simuls here. Let's get this guy. Actually, no. This is not premium member. It was accident. I am committing myself to what I said. I try to keep my word today. We play this guy. And we play... Okay. I'm probably going to go down here. I am messing with that fire. Okay, I'm messing with pretty good players here. Messing with that fire. Okay, but one of them is not realizing it is his turn. This guy, Keb, rhymes with Jeb. Keb rhymes with Jeb. Thank you, Uncle Sasha. All right, here we go. We have a scotch. Looks like Keb is out. Keb be out. All right, so Keb is out. Who else can we add into this bullet simul? Let's add this guy here. We added the Doge Lord, Doge. The Doge? Doge Lord. Doge. Dodge. Doge. I don't know. Doge. Dodge. Welcome. That's all that matters. And we have a bullet simul commencing here. Oh man, this is when it gets real messy. When I don't even have time to pre-move. Okay. This is when it gets really, really messy. When I don't even have time to pre-move. But I'm holding my own so far. So far, holding my own. Okay, we like this. We love this, actually. We want more of this. We want more of this. Okay, the queen is hanging. That's what we want. Boom. Boom shellac. Queen is hanging. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 puppy. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm blundering. I'm blundering. Okay, but we will take care of this one very, very shortly, and then we will have easy time of it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to go get that guy. Oh, I won this one on time. I was worried that I had to finish that one fast enough. Okay, that was good. That was, you know, heart rate got above 30 on that one. That was a little tricky. That was fun. Misa thinks. Arcane Misa thinks. Can't everyone do Star Wars voices? I don't know. Everyone thinks they can do good voices, right? I mean, just like everybody thinks they can. Yeah. Everyone, just like lots of people laugh at their own jokes. I certainly do. I don't even laugh at my own jokes. Like, I'm one of those people who like randomly, like I'm doing the dishes and, you know, kids are in bed and I just start cracking up and wifey's like, what's funny? And I'm like, I can't even tell you. Because I don't even know. But like I think of a movie scene. I think of things like that all the time. It's funny. It's funny. What do I mean? Like a clown funny? I make you laugh. It's been a pretty busy chat today. Lots of fun. Appreciate everybody being here. Skranky wants to know if Danny's lost it. That's what happens when you play against Komodo. I don't think so. Komodo took neither my soul nor my... They did take my dig, let's be honest. But I didn't have any pride, so he couldn't take any of that. We'll be back against Komodo. You know, it wasn't my best work. Certainly. I should probably focus on trying to play Komodo maybe without doing commentary, or I should let other people play and do what I do better. Commentary, right? I mean, I don't know. That's the truth. Driver A6, of course you'll play me, buddy. Today was a premium-only member show, and you can do it. You can upgrade. You can also subscribe on Twitch. You can also just not, and that's cool too, and we love everybody, and thanks for being here. It was a lot of fun. Next week will not be a bullet brawl because I am traveling. Got them meetings. When you get done with them meetings? About the week after I'm 21. Hey, Will, when you get done with them meetings? You can definitely beat Komodo. Hashtag I doubt it. Okay. I doubt it. No kidding. I'm sure you can. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to cut the show at an hour. Thanks for supporting Chess TV today. Amon Hamilton, great to have him. Great to have the beard behind the mic, right? Amon Hamilton, as we say, the best looking man in chess television and chess broadcasting. But what was the other thing I said about Hamby? Hambone. Why did I even call him Hambone? Hashtag nickname I just started, Hambone from now on. Hambone's on Chess TV. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Seriously, appreciate it. Love everybody, and we're out.